I wanted to yap about why I like Friday Night Funkin' so much because some people just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So, what is Friday Night Funkin'? Glad you asked. Friday Night Funkin' is essentially a rhythm game where there are songs that play, you hit notes using WASD or any configuration that you find comfortable. And you play as boyfriend. Your girlfriend accompanies you as you rap against different people. You can go through people like Pico, Daddy Dearest, Mommy Nearest, etc., etc. But obviously, there has to be more to the game, right? What makes FNF so unique, so cool, so good? Why do I glaze it so much? Well, it's because it's just tough. The presentation, the music, the characters, all of them are just full of life. Not to mention the art style, the colors. And let me show you what I'm talking about. First off, I'm going to be talking about presentation, how the game showcases itself. Upon entering the game, you'll see the intro that I showcased in the beginning of the video. But just in case you didn't catch it, I'll post it again. It's a pretty calm intro. It presents itself using the Friday Night Funkin' Crew Inc. presents in association with Newgrounds. But then these messages that show up here aren't always the same. You could get anything. Well, I wouldn't say anything, but you can get a cool little Easter egg, some funny text, or just a content warning. After we pass that stage, we're greeted with beautiful artwork and the options menu, where you choose whether or not you want to play story mode, or if you want to, damn these planes, if you want to play, you want a free play. So, yeah, or change your keybinds in the options menu. That's also an option too. Week menu basically showcases difficulty, how many weeks there are, what weeks you can play, etc., etc. Something that I find cool is that you never know what to expect with these new weeks. They're always pushing the bar, stepping up, doing different things. For example, with Senpai, he was released, they added cutscenes. These cutscenes came in the form of dialogue boxes, and we also got to see someone speak actual English. Isn't that fun? We also got to see a glimpse of his actual personality. See, he comes off sophisticated, organized, but in reality, he's kind of a arse. He's an arse. And that's okay. He can be an arse. It's funny. And there are other characters in the franchise that have these characteristics, or at least they have personalities. You can tell who you might like, who you might not. The character designs are true in nature to their own original identity while also being true to the references that they're from. And if that ain't peak, I don't know what is. So I'll give you a quick rundown of the characters. So we have Pico, Darnell, and Nene. They come from a series of short games back on OG Newgrounds called Pico's School. Darnell had his own spin-off, and I believe Nene did too. Tinkman, another prominent figure on Newgrounds, also has his own character. He comes from a series that involves war, and it's actually really funny. It's been a minute, but I believe the series is actually called Tankman.
There, that's your birthday present. You can thank me later.
Off that clip alone, you can already tell what type of person he is.
Oh, come on. Who the fuck is this knockoff? All right. Ah, redheads. Singing that was cool and all, but I just want to let you know that was insanely painful. Asshole.
Tankman is a funny, arrogant arse at its peak, in my personal opinion. And the characterization for him in FNF, in my personal opinion, again, is pretty spot on. There's not been a moment where I was like, Tankman wouldn't say that. He wouldn't do that. Yes, he would. He'd do it in a heartbeat. Why? Because he's funny. But something that I also want to take like into consideration is the free reign that FNF has. Like, did you know Senpai's character looks a lot like a certain person that showed up on Judge Judy?
2, 1, go!
And peep, they made this guy his own mod. And do you know how crazy it is to get a mod out based off of you, let alone a character based off of you? Like, me personally, I'd be ecstatic.
Three, two, one, go! Three, two, one, go!
And this is when I begin to introduce the modding community, or the, as you can call it, the self-insert or own character section of the FNF community. So first on this section, I'm going to be talking about mods. The mods within the community are, depending on what we're talking about, very controversial. But I'm not here for the creators necessarily. I'm more so here about the art that a team or a single person has created. So for me, the first mod that I've ever interacted with and like actually grew up on me was the Witty mod. I forgot the specific name of it, but we're about to find out because I'm about to look this up. Hold on, give me a sec. And we're back. So the name of the mod is Versus Witty. I don't know why I thought it had a longer name, but forget that. Bombs have always been like a very funny thing for me. I don't know why. I keep saying or using the phrase "I'ma bomb you." It's not serious, but let's move past that. Witty is a living bomb, and he is very cool. He also has a scratchy guitarish type voice, or like that's his chromatic. That is very cool because I've always grown attached to guitars, the way they sound, electric guitars, acoustic guitars, I think that's what it's called. Guitars in general have just been very cool. So for him to have that type of chromatic, I love it, I love it, I love it. But I can't glaze it without giving you some material, so here it comes. You can't lie, this chromatic is beyond peak. I've never heard something so beautiful in my life. Oh, and we're not done. Did you know that there's different variations to the actual base game? Like there's B-sides, D-sides, A-sides. And A-sides, speaking of A-sides, there's a witty that has been made specifically catered to the A-sides. And now I'm gonna show you.
2, 1, go!
This mod takes subtle changes to Witty's vocals, and I don't know what they do specifically, but you could tell it's a bit different. Now, is this bad? No, this is actually great. I love diversity, and I love how they swap things up, you know what I'm saying? Yes, perfect. Now, is there more? Bro, of course. You know there's more. Why would you even ask that question? You look stupid right now. I could go through the list of a couple mods that like I personally like and show clips of that. But will I? Nah, I'll leave a playlist of what some of the FNF songs that I listen to via SoundCloud in the description. Yes, the description will be used. But right now I'm going to be talking about composers, people who make music. Or will I? Before I get to that, I want to mention some iconic mods by name. So let's go through some of the most known. We have the Sonic.exe mod, Mario's Madness mod, the versus Witty versus Carol, the BB Panzu trilogy, the Agoti mod versus Zardy, among many others. There's the Shaggy mod, there's the Garcello mod, which is one of my personal favorites. In fact, it's one of, bro, he's so goated that I'ma play with a clip. You know how goated you have to be to get a clip? Bro, let's just roll the clip, bro.
Tight bars, little man.
Now, don't laugh, but when I was younger, I dead cried because that's one of the greatest anti-smoking ads ever, bro. You meet a chill-ass dude, right? And he's supposed to be, you know, chilling and shit, right? Cause life ain't been too good to him, right? So he smokes and it's cursed and he's gonna die. He, like, at the end of the pod, he just straight up dies, bro. It's tragic. I could have explained that a lot better. But the synopsis of the mod is boyfriend comes across Garcello, the man in green, and they're rapping, and eventually his lungs start to feel funny and he starts to cough. Then it escalates pretty quickly. He ends up dying, but he doesn't pass on immediately. He has time to keep singing. His ghost is in the form of a smoke cloud, and every time he hits a note or a different position, his colors will change, as shown in the edit. It is really tough, but not all good things last, and not every good person gets to live a happy life. So he passes on and goes to Ghost McDonald's. I'd say that in a way is a happy ending for him. Because who doesn't love McDonald's, bro? I'd say now is when I'm gonna start moving into the creators of, or composers of music, the songs. My favorite composers of all time, you better jot these down, bro, because I better see you watching these videos. I mean, listening to their songs. Rick's FX at number 1. Is this a ranking? No, but if I had to choose, Rick's is definitely my favorite. Rick's FX at number 1. And then number 2, DJ Awesome. And then my third, I will leave ambiguous. Nobody will know my third, because I keep switching through like 2 different composers. But it doesn't matter to you, pal. Is it possible for me to get copyright playing their music? Will I take that risk? I don't know. But my playlist with their music in it will again be in the description. What I will showcase is their art. These are artists, and I'm not just talking about music. They can draw. So I'm going to be pulling directly from their Twitter. Their handles are the exact same. You could look them up and they'll be there. But what I will say is, I'm so much of a fan that I've made fan art based off of their songs. So I'm gonna be like putting them side by side. Some are more recent, some are older, but it don't matter, bro. At least you can try to. We can draw, make good stuff from their work, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start with Rick's Effects. Now, I'm not even sure I'm allowed to be doing this. Like, in my mind, I think it's harmless, but not everyone has the same point of view. So I'm just going to put like 2 up for each artist. And if they want me to like remove it from the video, or they want some sort of credit, like I'll link their stuff so you guys can check it out too. But if they, for whatever reason, want me to remove any of the artwork that I showcase, that is okay too. I'll probably like re-edit the video without it. This is a cover for one of the greatest songs of all time, and this is probably like an animation or sketch. These two kind of like showcase the FNF side of Rick's art style, and honestly, he has made very peak art. I suggest you go check it out at Rick's Effects, if I'm remembering correctly. Next up, DJ Awesome. Now, I respect them as an artist because their creative liberty and how they showcase different emotions, colors, more darker themes are actually commendable, beautiful. Let me just show you. These are both cover art for songs that are directly connected to creepypastas or Sonic pastas, if that makes sense, where these songs showcase an original idea, like the first one, and then the second one is based off of something again showcased in, I believe it was quote unquote the original Sonic pasta, where it was a story. I don't really know this story. I'm not qualified to tell you this. But what you need to know is their FNF community as a whole, very flawed, but that's what makes it interesting. There's so many different takes on one thing, so many remixes, so many interpretations of concepts, songs. People make their own stories, their own characters, their own OCs, and they plug them in, bro. FNF is open source, where the code can easily be manipulated. You can add things, you can change things, you could technically make a completely separate game with FNF. It's flexible, and people love that. In fact, if I remember correctly, Phantom Arcade said that all mods are canon. You know how much power you have with that, bro. You can make damn near anything, and it'll be canon to either the main line or your own timeline. You could make your own story, your own iteration of boyfriend, girlfriend. Don't matter. It's free reign. You can do what you want. FNF has had a big impact on me. You could tell by the art style that I use to draw here on YouTube. It's very chill, very lax, and I like to keep it as close to FNF as I possibly can, just because it's comfortable. It's what I like to draw. And even now, I have my own character. It started off as an FNF character, right? But I wanted to branch out into its own thing. The character's name is Koofy. He's a pretty chill guy. I mean, he has powers that allow him to move at really fast speeds. Why does that matter? Because I like superpowers, bro. Why would I make an OC without some sort of gimmick? Power, we have a lot. Can make whatever you want, do whatever you want. I will admit though, if you're a little too broken, pal, I'm gonna have to bomb you. But is that all? Obviously not. I'm lying. We're closing this up pretty much soon. What I wanted to say is that for every young artist or a person that wants to learn about Friday Night Funkin', its community, the goods, there are a lot of bads. You can do your research, try and listen to music, play the game, bro. The game is amazing, superb even. Maybe is this Glaze? I don't know, but go check it out, bro. Have fun. And if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. Subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to 1K. Alright, I'm out.